This is how to do chain rule versus U-substitution.
Using chain rule to take the derivative of f of x to the nth power, you take the derivative of the outer, which would be n times f of x to the power of n minus 1, times the derivative of the inner, which would be f prime of x.
Chain rule example. To set up the example, we have the derivative of x plus 1 squared. To start, you set up the chart. On the left, it should say y equals u squared, and on the right, it should say u equals x plus 1. Next, you do the derivative on the left side of the chart. To do this, you bring the exponent to the front and subtract 1 from the exponent at the top. This makes it u2 in our example. Next, you sub in the equation of u, x plus 1, from the right side, making the new problem 2 times x plus 1. Next, you move on to the other side of your chart. First, find the derivative of the problem. In this example, it is the derivative of x plus the derivative of 1. This equals 1 plus 0, which equals 1. Next, you multiply both sides of the chart together. 2 times x plus 1 times 1. This equals 2 times x plus 1.
For U-substitution, when taking the integral of f times g of x dx, the dx then turns into du, and the equation becomes the integral of f times u dx, when u is equals to g of x.
Here's an example of U-substitution. We need to find the antiderivative of x plus 1 squared. In this case, the inner function is x plus 1, while the outer function is u squared, so let u equal x plus 1. In order to solve for dx, we need to first find the antiderivative of x plus 1. So, find the derivative of x and add it to the derivative of 1. This gives us a du dx equals 1. Then we isolate the dx, which gives us dx equals du.
Now that we have isolated x, we substitute the u's into the original equation, giving us the antiderivative of u squared of du. Make sure to also substitute the dx for du. Next, you find the antiderivative of the equation. We got this number by adding 1 to the exponent and bringing the inverse of that exponent to the front. Make sure you add in the constant c. Now that we've simplified u, substitute the x plus 1 back for the u. This makes the answer x plus 1 cubed divided by 3 plus c.
Thank you, made by
Carvel,
Alexa,
Oni,
Lucia,
And Natel.